guys. Hustle, bustle. Let's go. Let's get those orders in.
Tom Collins. Want a Tom Collins?
Here we go, guys. Working hard, okay?
And then a Tom Collins, right? Yeah.
Restart.
Crazy. Oh my God.
John, where do you have two? Two wasted? Two wasted. $4 each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come on, ladies. You guys got this.
Vin's gotta be inside.
We're back.
Alright. Let's see what kind of security they've got. Same kind of barrier they got at Gym Theater. Need to drain the generators. Those shacks. Locked. And power. Need a power source. Yeah, this'll work. Web reach. Got it. Sticky and conductive. That's one. Good. This is gonna work. This is working. A couple more. Yes. I saw one more. Can't believe how well this is working. Time to break down around toys. Ben? You here? Winning the science fair, getting to show off our converter here. We were so proud. Ben? Come on. We need to finish this. You and me. She's gotta be with our project. Down that hall.
Want to see our project? While we're still young.
I'm coming. Hey, where'd they put us?
I've got the museum map on my phone. Our project's in a special exhibit on the top floor. Can't wait to see our names on the little sign, like real scientists.
Today, Oscorp Science Center. Tomorrow, every major museum in the world.
Think underwater living sounds like science fiction? Think again. Underwater habitats have been used around the world since the 1960s. This model proposes a permanent residence beneath the waves. Today, New Yorkers are building up to save space. Tomorrow, we could be building beneath the sea.
Pass.
What? You scared?
Of sharks? The dark, tiny enclosed spaces? It's a no from me.
Since the mid-20th century, scientists have envisioned human habitation beneath the sea. Looking out your window, someday you might see the brightly striped clownfish, or even the menacing fish.
I'm naming that one Howard.
Leviathan.
Love it.
This model combines the design of a submarine with the deep-sea integrity of an unmanned underwater vehicle. Oscorp's prototype would unlock new possibilities in humanity's ability to explore.
You and I gotta get one of these.
Bet we could build one out of a vacuum cleaner and some old tires if we put our minds to it.
The Earth is bigger than you think. 95% of the Earth's oceans remain unexplored and could be the next frontier in human habitation.
It's weird to think how little we know about our own planet. When's Rick gonna get here?
He just texted. Said he was headed into the subway.
So it could be anywhere from 30 minutes to 2 hours?
Basically.
Gotta love that student discount. What do you think? It's amazing. Trust us.
This dive suit is one of the first developed in the early 18th century. The first pressure-proof diving suit was developed with salvage work in mind. Today's suits such as these are used by salvage workers, scientists, and explorers.
Think they'll let me try it on?
Would love to see you try to walk around in that thing.
Can't be worse than those shoes you wore to the spring dance.
Oh, come on. Yours were at least an inch higher than mine.
Special exhibits upstairs. There's the elevator.
We've got time to look around first.
He's gonna meet us at the restaurant.
Government and privately owned spacecraft explore our planet, solar system, and galaxy. To communicate with them, scientists use radio antennas.
I bet the sound quality on these are dope.
Not from space.
Using a shaped memory alloy, or memory metal, Oscorp scientists created this
Whoa, check it out.
of a
Metal that changes shape.
while
I like the
maintaining
idea,
integrity.
but it looks kind of
Memory metal
basic.
could be used in
Bet
many
it could be
types of
improved.
machinery, and even in your own home. Architectural innovations are the key to human survival on extraterrestrial planets. This model home would protect human inhabitants from...
Check it out. You want a house on Mars?
Sure. If I could bring my mics, audio setup, sampler,
They won't let you take all that.
they will if they want good music on Mars.
This Oscorp rover, adapted from models currently used on the moon, can be operated
Scans for
as a
minerals,
manned or
carries
unmanned
people
vehicle.
across toxic
Used
wastelands.
to carry minerals
What can't
from
it do?
Can you imagine driving this thing down Fifth? Move, pedestrians.
I don't hate this. I like the exploring.
Solar energy, already popular on Earth, could provide heat and electricity for space stations, shuttles, and extraterrestrial
Oh, shiny.
satellites. These Oscorp
Shiny?
stickers show how
Those are
flexible
portable
and
adhesive
affordable
solar panels.
cells can
Ooh,
be.
portable shiny.
Take a sticker. This model proposes a terraforming and housing initiative on Mars.
It's like a whole little community on Mars.
Needs coffee
Do you have
shops
tickets for the special
and
exhibit?
street art.
Oh, our project is on display. Didn't think we needed tickets.
You do. And we're sold out. Can't let you go upstairs.
Thanks anyway.
So we need another way in.
She said there's no more tickets.
Right, but see that door? The hallway behind it wraps around to the elevator.
Can't just break in?
We have to. They're taking down the exhibit tomorrow, and then we'll never see it.
Locked.
I recognize that kind of lock. If you shine a light at it, it'll open.
The flashlights on our phones would work. But they won't reach.
They will if we find a way to slide something reflective under the door.
Something reflective. It'd be nice to find something mutable.
Mutable? You mean change his shape? Look at you breaking out the fancy vocab.
Shut up. Shape memory alloy. I could change the shape on the museum map. This stuff is crazy. Think that's it. Take it. Don't let anyone see.
Got it. Let's go.
Whoa, man. Sorry.
All good?
Hey, look, it's Peter!
Still need something reflective.
Look how the external tools interface directly with the command module's computer. We could recreate the idea, but with a neural interface.
It would overload our central power.
Not if we integrated it over the entire mesh, from multiple entry points.
Do you think you can handle it?
With enough time and a lot of coffee? Absolutely.
I'll supply the coffee. Well done, Peter. I couldn't do this
Do this
without you.
without you.
Well done, Peter.
We should probably head back to the lab. We've overstayed our lunch break.
I'm coming.
I'm so sorry, but I've got to take the afternoon off. It's an emergency. Again?
Peter,
Peter, is something bigger going on? Perhaps at home?
You know
You can talk to me about it. I'm fine, but I'm sorry to run out.
They're about to fight.
Not at all.
Work
Work will be waiting when you get back. Thanks, Doc.
What's up with you, Doc?
Integration over the mesh. That boy's mind never stops. Oscorp Science Center. Norman can't build anything without making sure his name's on it.
I don't know where he went. Out of bounds.
What? Clock is ticking. Tick tock.
All right. I'm going.
We should look around for an energy display.
I saw something about solar energy near the locked door.
It's right here.
Oh, come on, it's just button mashing.
So you admit defeat?
Never.
Let's go!
Found something I'm better at than you.
Not for long. I think you're right. The solar energy display probably has something we can use.
Isn't this not the solar? This is the solar energy. This is the solar energy. Buddy.
Look, solar mirrors. It's sticky on the back.
Perfect for checking a light-sensitive lock. I've got the light. Tell me when the sticker's pointed at the sensor, and I'll turn it on.
No one's looking at us yet. Gotta hurry.
No, not quite. We need something else. We gotta try again. That worked! We did it! Come on! Our project awaits. That was awesome. I'm gonna miss doing stuff like this with you.
What are you talking about?
Hello. You'll be at Brooklyn Visions next week. I won't.
I'm not gonna vanish off the planet. We'll hang out.
You'll be busy.
Not that busy. I'm gonna make time for us. Seriously.
Okay. Ugh, this is getting mushy. Come on, let's head upstairs.
Hey, Dad.
Hi, Mr. David.
Ben says hi.
Kids having fun? Make sure you get a picture of your project.
Dad, it's not a big deal.
It's totally a big deal.
Okay. We'll get a picture. Love you, Dad. Bye.
This is it. Our project's in the back.
Think they got a converter all hooked up?
Otherwise, what's the point? They'll need to feed biomass in, though. Maybe hook it up to a trash can.
Oscorp site. spots between Earth and the Moon could one day be a permanent home for human scientists.
Text Mac, I'm back on.
Man, it'd be so cool to live on a space station.
Willie, hold on. I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. In the meantime, start up that Miles stream again, and I'll be back. Because, my boy, we need some more Miles.
Coolest research?
Is that your dream job?
Back on, boys.
Nah, can't see myself at a big company, but the R&D would be cool. Project.
Oh, wait! Would you look at that? Genuine award-winning science.
Alright, Ben, I'll hop on your stream in a little bit. I'm just gonna go to the bathroom real quick, and I'll be back soon.
How'd you get
When you need a morning snack, 2 grams of carbs, 1 gram of sugar, that's keto friendly, time for ratio. Last night, on The Bachelorette.
On The Bachelor.
Bob, will you accept this room?
You got me in it too.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
I cannot.
Scoot over.
I'm here for Gabby.
Alright.
Meatball!
Say it, Leos!
Are you ready for some meatball?
This is the most embarrassing thing in my life.
Very funny. Welcome back to another Bachelorette recap, and week 3 is going to be all about one thing, making hard choices, as the men that are remaining are finally going to have to pick a lane and decide which Bachelorette they want to be with. No more of this wishy-washy BS, it's time for Meatball to finally pick a side dish, and for all the men to make a hard decision. But before we get into all that, we've got a week full of dates to get to, starting with Rachel's one-on-one with Zach. Here, they're meeting up with Queer Eye's Karamo, who's going to be setting these two up on a date at some big movie premiere. But remember, while all this is going down, we still have a whole other Bachelorette on the show with nothing to do. So, as Zach and Rachel relax before they go out, Gabby has decided to come and visit the rest of the men at the mansion.
This is nice. What do you do all day?
Workout, throw the football, and...
Not throw the football.
Well, throw the football they do. So much so, Gabby starts to feel left out.
I don't want to play anymore. I didn't want to play the start.
They realize this is a competition show for Gabby's heart, not a football scholarship, right? Well, Gabby's now feeling kind of awkward here, as the men are putting in more effort into complimenting each other than they are to complimenting Gabby.
Oh, you like this? I got this from Mexico, bro. When I went on a wedding picture.
So...
Let this be a lesson, everyone. Nice sweaters don't mean you get laid.
You know, I haven't had sex in a year and almost a half.
Back on the date, Karamo is making a play for Tan's job on Queer Eye as he becomes the stylist for the two, and frankly, I am shocked that at no point in this date do we see a black censor bar come up over Zach's junk. Production is in some restraint. Then, for the night portion of their date, it's time for Zach and Rachel to hit up their movie premiere. But of course, not before a few red carpet paparazzi shots. And I love how production didn't close off the sidewalk for this, like this lady's going by hoping to get a shot of Brad Pitt or something, and it's just Zach and Rachel. But after that, it's finally time for the premiere of Me and You, a compilation of moments from Rachel and Zach's childhood with a video from each of their moms mixed in as well. Sadly though, Me and You was directed by Michael Bay, so all the sweet moments kept being interrupted by explosions. And well, Zach has immediately shown up as a contender with Rachel after this, especially when he turns to her and talks about how much his dad loves planes.
He would just drive us to any airport.
Stop.
And we would sit in the parking lot of an airport and watch planes take off and land. He would name every single one of them.
I did that with my dad.
You're kidding.
And I don't know, this was just a very sweet date, and an original one too. I know they've done the childhood footage stuff before, but it was nice to see something different than the cookie cutter template we get so often. Also, Zach seems like a nice guy.
The oldie and goodie, bro.
Crazy to say out loud and actually think about. It's very real. What's going on? It's very real.
And this date was so good for him, he even pulls out the first date, I'm falling for her.
I'm falling for her. I'm falling for her. Really?
So, no surprise, Zach gets a rose, and we move on to a new day and a new date with Gabby and Eric. But this date isn't just going to be one guy. No, there's a special guest on his way to join them. It's Grandpa John.
Have you got a date for me?
Come on.
Classic Grandpa John. Gotta love the guy. He's just out here living his best life.
You should come hang out with me in Santa Monica. What's in Santa Monica? Beaches, like good looking chicks.
So to start this date off, the three will be undergoing a sound ceremony to wash away any negative energy, or if you're Grandpa John, to get in a quick power nap.
John, you're welcome to rejoin us whenever you feel ready.
Oh, Jesus.
Then, after the quiet and serene sound ceremony, what better way to cap off the date than to crash some balls in a bowling alley, where even Grandpa John gets in on the date night fun.
Hi! Do you want to bowl with my grandpa and I and my date?
Are you
This is Julie.
Julie? Hi, Julie. How are you? I'm Grandpa.
I'm Grandma.
Oh, how sweet. Listen here, Julie. If you break that man's heart, we will come down upon you with such great...
Bro, Grandpa John is exactly what I would do if someone invited me to like a negative energy sound.
Portion of the date, but it's in this moment that all those insecurities Gabby started to feel from the other day, being ignored by the men, feeling as if she's not good enough to be the Bachelorette, it's here where those feelings come on display.
I do really have a connection with Eric, and I might not be perfect tonight, but hopefully he's patient with me, because that's the only thing I can really ask for.
And this becomes a theme not only for the rest of this date, but for the rest of this episode, as Eric talks about the strong relationship between his mom and dad, but Gabby doesn't have that, nor does she have any relationship with her mom.
We're estranged. I don't have a relationship with her. That's okay. She definitely did the best she could.
I feel like she ends up with Ethan because I heard some guys switch.
She wiped her hands
I have a feeling that Logan and him do a switcheroo.
Take an extra step back to analyze her emotions and process them. Something that Eric, for example, probably never has to worry about. Because, as Gabby puts it...
Oh, maybe never know what it's like to, have a mother's love. Something, that's hard and I'll miss.
So Gabby gets up to take a moment. Ultimately, she's terrified that 1, she's too broken to be loved, 2, that Eric will be scared away, and 3, sometimes she just doesn't want to have to explain all this. And is this something she's going to have to repeat every single time she's on a one-on-one date? Well, Gabby returns...
Yeah, and I'm saying you memes.
the most picture-perfect polished bachelorette, but that because of her experiences, when she loves deeply. And Eric says his only expectations for their relationship is that they be honest with each other, which helps Gabby feel more connected to Eric, enough for her to give him a rose. But Gabby already being in this vulnerable place is going to be an important thing to note as we head into the group date for the episode. And remember when I said it was nice to see an original date on this show? Well, that's all out the window as we're now on another classic Bachelor photoshoot date hosted by Franco LaCosta. And oh look, they even brought back the black censor bar.
Guys, I gotta leave. What? That's it? I think that in a group setting, I do best. What am I supposed to do with it? Right, I got 2 switches. On and moron.
Okay, does he think that was funny? I mean, he just called himself a moron, and also isn't his name all the time not putting more clothes on? I get it's a self-deprecating joke, but it doesn't make sense, right? Am I the moron here, or what? Anyways, we'll have more time to hate on this idiot later when he does something even stupider. For now, we get to watch the guys in their best Magic Mike get-ups, except for Jason, who looks more like he's applying for a job at a sporting goods store, Kirk Heber's doing his best Toby cosplay from The Office, and then Avon gives birth to a baby meatball to the horror of everyone watching.
I can see myself having a child. And I
this was an attempt by production because if everyone's jealous and starts a house drama, all they had to do was wait for the TV portion of their date, and they had gotten what they wanted. A date that's going to be taking place at SoFi Stadium, home of the LA Rams and Chargers. Because here, while Rachel goes off and has an awesome time connecting with Ethan and then with Tino, Gabby has a string of rejections headed her way. First is with Tyler, who does so respectfully, telling her his intentions are with Rachel, but then there's Aiden, whose phrasing is, well, I'll just say it's a little rough around the edges.
You know, I do have my intentions fully for Rachel. I think you have the bubbly aspect to you, the goofy aspect, and you're a little bit more like, I'll say rough around the edges, but...
Excuse me, bitch! I'm sorry, what was that? I don't want to say rough around the edges, but I'll just say it anyways. Then he follows it up with a...
Oh, you are.
You're doing great tonight.
Alright, someone get Dollar Store Joe out of here. Gets these hands. Then, to make things worse, frat boy Tarzan comes in and begins the same sentence.
Even if, like, say, if you were the only person here, I don't think I could have the heart to continue. Obviously, like, you're smoking.
Yeah.
Well, shoot.
Well, shoot. I wouldn't think you if you were the only person here, but you're smoking. When I tell you I was sitting here ready to have a Gordon Ramsay moment, you know when he goes like, come in, right now I'd like to stand up all of you. I mean, is this guy an idiot? Does he not realize Gabby has the ability to walk over and talk to Rachel and tell her everything? All I want to do is take Jacob and be like, an idiot sandwich. Well, eventually it's time for the group to be handed out. Rachel considers the paper, but then Gabby decides to shock them all.
Tonight has kind of been hard for me in ways. So I feel like I can't give her up tonight.
You have no one to help. So Rachel is surprised, and Gabby does what Jacob never expected her to do. She tells Rachel about everything. About Aiden calling for rough around the edges. About Jacob's if you were the last bachelorette on Earth, I wouldn't take you. But hey, you're still smoking though. Well, Gabby and Rachel then decide enough is enough. A change in this process needs to be made. So, as the guys are left revealing, wondering what it was that caused Gabby not to give out her rose, things get even stranger when the next night, as they're all getting ready for the evening before a rose ceremony, Jesse Palmer walks in and says this.
I know you all were really excited to see Gabby and Rachel tonight at the cocktail party, but that's not going to happen. Because the cocktail party is officially canceled.
But that's not all. On top of that, it's time for the event to pick a lady. At the rose ceremony, Gabby and Rachel will be handing out roses, and if you accept it, you will be deciding to pursue that bachelorette and that bachelorette alone. The men will then be separated, and two separate journeys will commence. So that Nathan already has roses from Rachel, while Eric already has one from Gabby, and the rest of them are lined up to decide their fate. First rose is Rachel and Tino, surprise, surprise. Then it's Gabby to date, another shocker. And for the first little bit, it's over to Tino, as Rachel hands out a rose to Logan, and then Gabby hands one out to Rachel to Tino, surprise, surprise. Then it's Gabby to date, another shocker. And for the first little bit, things go pretty smoothly, as Rachel hands out a rose to Logan, and then Gabby hands one out to John. But after that, Rachel calls out her name.
Will you accept this rose?
I don't want to be the guy to first decline the rose tonight, but I feel like it'd be great for society and these things, but I feel like I have a yeah.
Well, this is kind of awkward, because what do we do from here? Wouldn't you think if Rachel had decided on someone, that meant Gabby was willing to let them go, and vice versa? Well, Jesse then sends Teresa back in line in the hopes that he might get called by Gabby later on, and then Jesse just goes and takes away the rose and trashes it. And when Alec rejects Rachel's rose and so does Meatball, Jesse goes in and snatches those roses away too, while I'm sitting here like...
Swipe it on, swipe it! Swipe it on, swipe it! Swipe it on, swipe it! Oh, man!
Well, eventually, rose after rose is handed out, with Jason, Kurt, Mario, Michael, Quincy, and Spencer added to Gabby, and Ethan, Jordan, and Tyler.
Yo.
Yo, you ready to have a Battlestar 2 fight of your life?
Tonight? I forgot I said tonight.
Why? What do you got going on?
No, I'm just finishing up the game. I was like, do you want to hang out tomorrow? After the after youth group.
You sure tomorrow?
Yeah, I can do tomorrow. I'm for sure. I'm for sure tomorrow. Huh?
Are you gonna tell me you're too tired tomorrow too?
No, I'm gonna hang out tomorrow. I got you.
Alright, well I've been playing on my own and I've been dying to play because I'm like, I gotta tell you know, I've been playing on my own because I'm going through withdrawals.
I'll face you tomorrow, Dan. Don't worry about that, bro. I'll give you the work.
Yeah, bro. Like, honestly, like, obviously it's cool hanging out with you, but I'm so addicting, I gotta play somebody.
I know, I feel you. I will hang out with you, Dan. Don't worry about it.
Alright, bro.
All right,
I'll see you
peace.
tomorrow then.
See ya.
Added to Team Rachel, leaving.
Yeah. Go.
Will you cut this rose?
Like, I don't want to be the guy to first decline the rose tonight, but I feel like great fans inside this, obviously, but I feel like I have a good connection. Yeah.
Well, this is kind of awkward, because what do you do from here? Wouldn't you think if Rachel had decided on someone, that meant Gabby was willing to let them go, and vice versa? Well, Jesse then sends Tremaine back in line in the hopes that he might get called by Gabby later on, and then Jesse just goes and takes away the rose and trashes it. And when Alec rejects Rachel's rose and so does Meatball, Jesse comes in and snatches those roses away too, while I'm sitting here like...
Swiper, no swiping! Swiper, no swiping! Swiper, no swiping! Oh, man!
Well, eventually, rose after rose is handed out. Jason, Kirk, Mario, Michael, Quincy, and Spencer added to Team Gabby, and Ethan, Jordan, and Tyler added to Team Rachel, leaving one rose left for Rachel with Jacob, Aiden, and the rejection squad still there.
Will you accept this rose?
So with that, it means Jacob, Meatball, Termaine, and Alec are left without a rose, and Gabby's over there like, nuh-uh, I'm not handing out another one, see you later. So there you have it.
So,
By the way, I meant to tell you something. Have you been keeping track of the Celtics, bro? We might get KD.
yeah, but I don't want to give up Jaylen Brown.
That's crazy, right, though?
Yeah, I know, but like they want to trade Jaylen Brown for him, and I don't know about that.
That's crazy, bro.
I know. I have mixed feelings.
I'll let you finish your game, you gamer.
See you. Bye.
Another rose ceremony. Tyler added to Team Rachel, leaving one rose left for Rachel with Jacob, Aiden, and the rejection squad still there.
We need to get out of here. Only cares coming. Will you accept this rose?
Absolutely.
So with that, it means Jacob, Meatball, Termaine, and Alec are left without a rose, and Gabby's over there like, nuh-uh, I'm not handing out another one, see you later. So there you have it, another rose ceremony down, and the gang toast to one last night in the Bachelor Mansion, as the group will be headed to Paris next week. But before we go, there's one last Meatball still clinging to life, and he wants to see those Parisian lights.
I think you're incredibly beautiful. I love your personality. And I love just kind of giving it a shot. What do you think?
But that's it for this episode. We'll have to wait and see if Meatball gets a second course with Rachel, something we'll definitely find out and talk about in the preview breakdown tomorrow. So, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to like and subscribe if you did, and let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. And until next time...
What you're doing?
They deserve what's coming to them!
No! The reactor! Krieger changed his specs. You're not just gonna destroy Roxxon Plaza. You're gonna vaporize all of Harlem.
I'm not gonna let you lie to me again!
too late.
Let's go!
I can't let you do this.
I can't let you stop me.
Don't you see what the reactor's doing?
Destroying the plaza! Tearing down Krieger's monument! I couldn't let you stop me.
Don't you see what the reactor's doing?
Destroying the plaza! Tearing down Krieger's monument!
If the plaza melts down, it'll take Harlem with it.
Who fed you that? Krieger? I ran the numbers!
Why won't you listen to me?
Krieger couldn't change the reactor! He's not that smart!
He's smart enough! Let me stop this!
Too slow, Miles!
The Finn I knew cared more about protecting people than punishing them!
It's the same thing! Not gonna make it easy for you, Miles!
Please, Finn, I'm telling you the truth!
That's a first!
I shouldn't have lied to you about getting into the underground. If I could go back...
You can't! You should have stayed away!
She's not coming no more.
Don't you see what the reactor's doing?
Destroying the plaza! Tearing down Krieger's monument!
If the plaza melts down, it'll take Harlem with it!
Who fed you that? Krieger? I ran the numbers!
Why won't you listen to me?
Krieger couldn't change the reactor! He's not that smart!
He's smart enough! Let me stop this! The Finn I knew cared more about protecting people than punishing them!
It's the same thing! You should have stayed away!
Don't you see what the reactor's doing?
Destroying the plaza! Tearing down Krieger's monument!
Destroy the city!
Biggest scandals in Bachelor in Paradise history, and finally being fooled into doing a very awkward photo shoot with Sacha Baron Cohen in disguise.
We put you in here, no one's gonna know if it wasn't you, and then we green screen, it looks beautiful. Beautiful with the fancy glasses, okay. Oh, beautiful, that's it.
Next on the Bachelor villains list, and another contestant to deliver some iconic lines, is the one and only Chad.
I think some of the guys are pretty intimidated, but you think you're probably like Luke Cannon. It's like, you know, this is pretend you're Hitler. If I'm his president, you will not pretend I'm Hitler.
So during JoJo's season of The Bachelorette, Chad...
Wow, why do I keep getting clapped by her right now?
Don't you see what the reactor's doing?
Destroying the plaza! Tearing down Krieger's monument!
If the plaza melts down, it'll take Harlem with it!
Who fed you that? Krieger? I ran the numbers! I've beaten you before! I'll do it again!
Not this time! Why won't you listen to me?
Krieger couldn't change the reactor! He's not that smart!
He's smart enough! Let me stop this!
Not gonna make it easy for you, Miles!
The Finn I knew cared more about protecting people than punishing them!
It's the same thing!
about getting into the underground. If I could go back, you can't.
Keep hiding! I can wait!
I don't want to fight. We'll talk. After I disable the reactor. Finn, look! The reactor's still going critical. Soon we won't be able to stop it.
No! I am not running away again! You are the one person I needed on my side!
I am on your side. We can take down Rock Zone with what we know about new forms.
It won't work! No one cares!
She's stuck.
I'll find...
Did you feel that? We have to stop the reactor.
How do you move so fast? Stay back! You can't hide forever! Can't hide forever, Miles! Gotcha! You should have stayed away! You are the one person I needed on my side!
I am on your side. We can take down Rock Zone with what we know about new forms.
It won't work! No one cares!
Eyebrow. I cannot control my eyebrow. I can't control what's on my face 24/7.
But alright, next on the iconic villains list from Hannah Brown's season of The Bachelorette is Luke P. and Jed Wyatt. Yup, one season of The Bachelorette boasts not just one, but two of the most iconic villains from the franchise. However, both becoming villains in very different ways. Luke P. drew the attention of viewers after describing his encounter with God in the shower.
I just was getting a whole lot of emptiness. This emptiness overcame me, and I had an encounter with God. I was in the shower, and God was speaking to me.
And Jed worried other viewers by coming on the show with the guitar. Something that has often been associated with not here for the right reasons, fame seeking. Now, I personally thought this wasn't necessarily true until he revealed to Bachelorette that, yeah, it's true.
When I signed up for the show, I was so clueless. I was open to the idea, because I love love. I love the idea of it. But my first thought was, this is like a huge platform.
Nonetheless, both men would go on to be frontrunners on the show, with Luke drawing heat from fans and the other men on the season for seemingly shaming Hannah's decisions and refusing to leave the show, even after being eliminated during Fantasy Suites, where he once again shamed Hannah for her decision to sleep with any of the other finalists.
So, I had sex.
Say what?
Yeah. And he
Oh, and don't expect to see Luke again in the franchise, as he was later sued by ABC in order to pay $100,000 for breach of contract. Jed, on the other hand, would go on to Hannah's final rose ceremony, where he would propose to the Bachelorette, and she said yes. Something that horrified fans, as partway through the season, a People magazine piece came out detailing that Jed secretly had a girlfriend back home the whole time. This would then eventually lead to a very awkward confrontation and breakup between the two, filmed after the show finished. But not every season's villain is actually a contestant on the show. Sometimes the villain of a season can be the lead themselves. So let's now talk about what I call the unholy pentagram of Bachelor lead villainy, where in many ways, Peter, Clayton, Ari, Jake, and Juan Pablo were the villains of their own seasons. Now, Peter baffled viewers with his rose ceremony decisions, stringing along his final pick Hannah Ann, only to then go back to the self-eliminated runner-up Madison, a relationship that lasted the whole day, as well as him having a total lack of chemistry with almost everyone on the show. Something that was so apparent, fans even threw out a conspiracy theory that in the end, he'd eliminate everyone and run off with a producer. As for Bachelor Clayton, he continues the baffling decision-making streak, as he kept season villain Shanae around for a painfully long time, despite being told of her actions, like crashing a group date and throwing a trophy into a pond, or, of course, making fun of Elizabeth's ADHD.
I have ADHD. I have ADHD too. She has ADHD, and it's really bad. My ADHD matters.
And of course, Clayton then went on to beg his final two, Gabby and Rachel, to stay on the show. After his final 3 picks, Susie self-eliminated when finding out that Clayton slept with Gabby and Rachel, and he told all 3 of them he was in love with them, despite Susie being the one that he, quote, loves the most.
I have some strong feelings, really, like very strong feelings. And I can tell you that, like, right now, like, I am the most in love with you.
And this was then immediately followed by Clayton realizing he wanted to be with Susie, begging her to come back, and then dumping both Rachel and Gabby at the same time. Next is Bachelor Ari, who proposed to final pick Becca, only to then dump her and decide he wanted to be with his runner-up Lauren, and propose to her at the after the final rose. Seems like there's a bit of a pattern here. Bachelor Jake picked season villain Vienna, only to break up in horrible fashion and air their grievances on national TV in an awkward, horrifying, and just plain sad fashion.
So you're done talking. Is there any part of you that's first? You don't know me and I wouldn't have done it.
If I don't know you, then what?
Stop interrupting me. When I got down on one knee again, I got interrupted.
And finally, there's Juan Pablo, who was vilified for his seemingly lack of emotional investment in a lot of the women, for slut-shaming the runner-up Claire.
How about we're together with no cameras, no audio, nobody there with us except the pilot. And Juan Pablo leaned over and whispered something to me. Some sexual thing. I don't even want to. It just made me feel awful.
And, amongst other things, for a string of offensive tweets. All of this making up the unholy cast of Bachelor leads that, in many ways, were their own season's villains. But before we get into our last iconic villain, of course I gotta bring up some honorable mentions. Contestants who had some top-notch villainous moments, but, in my opinion, haven't reached the iconic status. First up, it's Yosef speaking down to Claire.
You're not setting the right example for my daughter. Like, I feel like I even have to explain now. I'm ashamed to be associated with you.
Now, Yosef only made it 2 weeks during Claire/Tasha's season of The Bachelorette, as during week 2, Yosef threw shade at the woman he was supposed to be wooing when she sent out the other men on a strip dodgeball date. Something he said was a bad example for children like his daughter that could be watching back home. But what's almost iconic about this is that it would go on to be a famous meme within the Bachelor community for seasons to come. Keeping with the theme of men fighting with the lead, we now have Ian meet his Bachelorette, Caitlin Bristow.
I really see you as a surface level person at this stage. And that deep person is who I am. I came here expecting to meet the girl that had her heart broken.
Spiderman.
I was devastated by her souls. Not the girl that wanted to get her killed.
Hard to believe these two did didn't make it. Next up, Bentley, a man who...
I was devastated by souls. Not the girl that wanted to get her feel proud.
Hard to believe these two didn't make it. Next up, Bentley, a man who acknowledged not being attracted to Bachelorette Ashley and who cares more about his hair than making her cry.
I came in thinking Ashley was not attractive at all. I knew for a fact I wasn't gonna fall in love with her. So I need to go say goodbye to Ashley. I'm gonna make Ashley cry. Little Leo looks at me.
Next we have Wes, who makes the honorable mention list for being the first man to make it into the top 4 with a girlfriend back home, and he's proud of it.
I'm embarrassed that Wes came on here and has a girlfriend. I feel more sorry for him than I do for me right now.
First guy ever on The Bachelor to make it to the top 4 with a girlfriend.
And of course, to round out our honorable mention list, it's Crystal from Ari's season and her iconic voice.
Hi, Crystal, how are you? Still some time? Sure. Hi. My evening's going amazing because I have a room.
Now this voice left a lot of fans annoyed, but even more confused when her high-pitched tone seemed to disappear at the women tell-all.
Wanted to get to Crystal. What do you have to say to Ari?
I would love to talk to Ari on the couch if that's okay.
But now, to finish off the iconic villains list, it's the most iconic Bachelor villain in my mind from Ben Blajnik's season. It's Courtney.
No matter what happens, it's going to be hard to say goodbye. Well, I'm feeling good. It's light in the mood. Got a pina colada, I've been eating, had a relaxing day. Oh my god. So good when it hits your lips.
Ben Blajnik's season. What a wonderful stupid mess. Where season villain Courtney got rose after rose after rose until eventually...
Yeah, I kept dying. I messed up.
Oblivious to Courtney's shenanigans all season long. And like many season villains, Courtney did make friends with the other contestants, often insulting them and committing the greatest sin on every season, stealing away the lead from other ladies. And I gotta mention, her somehow winning the whole thing is something that drew me into breaking down previews for the show and thus creating this channel. Not to mention, seeing the show have to suddenly shift the narrative and her editing partway through the season as Courtney made it further and further was fascinating for someone who enjoys breaking this franchise down. But to be an iconic Bachelor villain, you need an iconic Bachelor moment. And for Courtney, that was this, the night she snuck out to take Ben skinny dipping.
Have you ever gone skinny? You're so cute. I wonder I was trying to get naked.
Now this would go on to spark shock and awe in Bachelor Nation when it aired, cementing Courtney as one of the most iconic villains in franchise history, even leading to Courtney writing her own book aptly titled, I Didn't Come Here to Make Friends, Confessions of a Reality Show Villain. So there you have it, some of the most iconic Bachelor villains in franchise history. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to give it a like, comment down below with your favorite Bachelor villains, and subscribe for more as we've got a new season right around the corner, and who knows, maybe a new iconic villain as well. So until then, Bachelor Fantag out.
She thinks I'm stupid and I'm not emotionally intelligent and I'm not mature enough to be in a relationship with Nick. Intelligence is my own way. I'm people smart. It's really sad that you can't read, other kinds of intelligence. Intelligence you learn. Want some cold brew?
Sure.
I didn't even know she got me there.
At this moment, we have to go all the way back to 2008 for season 12, an era of The Bachelor that the franchise has essentially scrubbed clean from the internet. Seasons 1 through 12 can't be purchased or streamed virtually anywhere online, but I was able to find some of season 12, The Bachelor London Calling, with Englishman Matt Grant as the lead. And on his night one, we meet Stacy, who, like Tim, has had a little too much. Reminder, this footage was from 2008 and has been virtually wiped off the face of the earth by ABC. So, for quality purposes, I'll be playing it on this classic 2000s TV.
I want to find a pharmaceutical that will cure something that no one has thought of.
What do you know about that?
The new upbringing cars.
Upbringing cars.
Yeah, that are more efficient.
Okay, like the Prius.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that what you know about that?
Now at this point, things aren't going well for Stacy, so she resorts to a rather bold play in order to win Matt over.
Just read this.
Yeah, you know what? In fact, Stacy, thank you so much because... Oh, perfect. Thank you. I'm not sure if I should be touching these.
Yup, those are her knickers. But Stacy is just one of many contestants to come out with awkward and cringeworthy first impressions, and she's not the only one to give me her underwear.
I am actually brief here.
Hey. What is that? Is that a jockstrap?
What's going on? Kyle, not bad. Don't worry about it.
You know, we've seen weird first impressions ranging from Jonathan the quote, Tickle Monster.
I'm Jonathan, aka the Tickle Monster. Can I ask you to close your eyes for just a second?
Oh no, scared.
To delusional Queen Victoria.
Queen Victoria is here. I know I'm so confident and I'm so fine. I just want to put my best foot forward. I think my team is a bunch of queens and the other team is a bunch of jesters. I don't want to continue fighting. I'm not trying to fight either, but I think that we're like oil and vinegar. And Victoria the queen. And so I think I should have that crown actually. Oh really? Yeah. I mean, thank you. Victoria.
But still, it's hard to match the boldness of Lindsay from Sean Lowe's season, who, on night one, decided to show up in a wedding dress.
You made it down? The bride.
Oh my god. Whoa. Not wasting any time, but I like it.
No, I hope not. You'd be surprised to see how far this woman actually goes. Especially after one, just like Tim and Stacy, she has a little too much to drink that night, and two, you'd be surprised to see how far this woman actually goes. Especially after one, just like Tim and Stacy, she has a little too much to drink that night, and two, she awkwardly goes in for a kid.
This shouldn't be happening. I can stop it.
And gets rejected.
I wish I was more sober right now. Sir, shall we have our first date?
I would love to.
I better not get you this.
I'll give
You will keep me.
YouTube Premium gives you ad-free videos, mobile downloads, and background play.
But when it comes to night one first impressions, one of my favorites from the last few seasons definitely has to be ABC Cam, aspiring rap star.
It's your boy Cam in the back of the mic. I'm trying to live it up like I'm living the hype. There's one thing I gotta say, I got one more flow. This is the final rose and I'm ready to go.
Oh, yes.
Cam here was one of the more awkward contestants from Hannah Brown's season of The Bachelorette, not just because of his catchphrase.
How did you get so good at freestyle rapping? Just ABC, always be Cam. As I always say, ABC, always be Cam. When I came in here, I promised myself one thing. Very simple. ABC, always be Cam.
Not just because of his love for chicken nuggets.
Got us some nuggets here. And, Hannah.
Yes?
Will you accept this honey mustard?
Not just because he crashed a group date that he wasn't invited to.
I'm about to basically barge in on this group date that I wasn't invited to. I can only be true to me. I can only be Cam. I always say ABC, always be Cam.
Yeah, I know. But mainly for his ability to bust out a rap when no one asked. A skill he brought to Bachelor in Paradise as well.
Back on the beat if you don't know
know who I am. I'm keeping it ABC because I always be can. So grab your rose, it's the most dramatic season. Checking all the boxes here for the right reasons.
Oh yeah, and he also brought a new catchphrase too.
He says ABC one time here, I'm going at him. That was his motto, always be Cam. It was the worst.
Do you have a strategy?
Only strategy is always beat your Cam.
ABC. Now, speaking of Hannah Brown's season, nothing compared to the cringe of a man named Liquid P, who arrived with an animalistic attraction to Hannah and a story of how he found Christ in the...
I had an encounter with God. I was in the shower and...
Don't far away. I can't hold this in much longer. What are you? It's okay. You can't just let go. Let
Say something!
Is everyone okay?
We're safe. All of us.
So young.
Hey, get out of here, kid. We'll take care of them.
Did you see his face?
You did good, Spider-Man.
Thanks.
Who is he?
That guy? He's our Spider-Man.
That's right. It's my Spider-Man, man.
Come on, those are clearly deep fakes. They're deep fakes. You understand me? Do you have any idea who I am? I will own you.
Yeah, we know who you
I
are.
will own you. Do you hear me?
That's right, friends. Simon Krieger is in prison. Aaron Davis, aka the Prowler, flipped on him and Roxxon. Davis will serve time, but could get a reduced sentence. I think we can all learn something from what happened in Harlem. Together, we're stronger. and that having your own neighborhood Spider-Man is pretty great.
Looking good, Haley. This is where we come from, yeah, we did it. City on my back, I'm committed. This is where we come from, yeah, we made it. Now the whole team celebrating. We like, one, two. Forget the things you probably thought you knew. A new day is approaching, turn the gray skies into blue. I grew up on these same lines, school of hard knocks. Had to get it on a hard time, took the hard shots, but we made it. Anticipated, highly decorated. The whole team is winning, celebrated. What's up? The victory is all mine. I'm alright, man. I'm good. And everything is all right. I'll see you around. Alright. Man, I still can't get over that suit. So cool. Gotta be me. Yeah, you do. Pete, does this job ever get easier? Some of it, yeah. Some things never get easier, though. Roxxon did this uptown because they saw us as disposable. Me, Rick, Finn, all of Harlem. I think part of our job is making sure they can't get away with it. We'll add it to the Spider-Man oath. Go time? Go time.
Cool.
Swinging through the kingdom in the night. I only see you in the city light. I'm fresher than fresh. I step out the steps, I'm raw running for the flex. Pete told me I was next. I'm coming for next, it really isn't.
Residents of Harlem are still feeling the effects of the recent citywide uprising of the group known as the Underground. While the Roxxon Corporation deals with a rash of lawsuits, newly elected City Councilwoman Rio Morales addressed the media yesterday to make a plea for additional public funds to assist with the...
Vitals are good, circulatory system healthy, brain activity normal.
He's been in there long enough.
Mr. Osborn, I understand he's your son, but his disease could...
Kurt.
But we may be underestimating the potential danger.
I said, get him out! Now!
Yes, sir. I'm finally done.
Goodbye, Finn. Hey, Ma, you busy?
Not too busy. What's going on?
I just left Trinity Church. And I was thinking about Finn. And...
Tell me about it.
She saved my life and yours. Everybody's. But she's the one who put us in danger in the first place. But after seeing what happened to Rick... really need to sleep. Just a quick nap. Mom. It's a clue for a scavenger hunt. Dad and I used to do these. Did she make a new one? I'm gonna check this out. See what Mom put together. Should get out of here. Check out the Abuela. Your old TV is gone, but never forgotten. Haven't been to the museum in forever. I think the last time was with Finn and Dad. Those trips were really fun. It's weird to think about now.
Oh man, that's great. I mean, he'd love that. Gonna tell him now. You're a good one, Spider-Man. See you soon.
Tails great, man. I love that.
Hey, good to see you. Been telling everyone how you saved Spider-Man.
You ready to swing, Spider-Cat?
You two look great. Get out there and stop some crimes, you two.
Hey, I'm sorry I dropped out. I was thinking about Finn before. She saved my life and yours. Everybody's. She's the one who put us in danger in the first place. But after seeing what happened to Rick...
I get why she did it.
People are messy. Take your Uncle Aaron. He's the reason Krieger's in jail. And he helped us get people out of Harlem. But every time I look at him, I think of all the pain he put your dad through.
Yeah.
You don't need to make a judgment on things life, mijo. Or her death. Just remember who she was, and why you loved her.
You always know what to say.
That's my job. Call me back if you need me. Entiende?
Sí. Te quiero. Okay, Natural History Museum. Clue on the postcard said, "Facing the park, with the world on our shoulders. We guard the next clue." There's a statue of 4 guys holding a globe at the Central Park entrance. Might be what that clue means.
Are you on social media?
This one's of the Empire State Building. High atop the Empire State, you'll find a pair of blind eyes. There's a flash drive attached.
Hey, big man. Happy birthday.
Oh my god. Dad.
Scavenger hunt seemed like a fun way to celebrate 16. Tour down memory lane. Remember that summer you and Finn forced me to take you to the museum every weekend? Here's a secret. I love those trips. Used to be I felt guilty you didn't have any siblings. Things with your uncle are tough now. But I would have never made it to 18 without you. Anytime I'd see you, Finn, I'd feel less guilty. You have a sister. Her. With Finn, and now Genki, you'll always have family. Love you lots, big man. See you at the next one.
Wow. I haven't heard his voice in so long. I hope he left more messages with the rest of the scavenger hunt.
Hey, sleepyhead. Did you find my note?
Yeah. Follow the clue. Just her dad. Did you do all this?
Just the setup. Your dad made the clues last year. I know it's been tough since the move. Thought hearing from him could help.
It does. Gracias, ma.
De nada. Have fun with him. And remember, I'm here if you need me, Miles. You can tell me anything. Te quiero.
Te quiero. Empire State Building. Let's check the clue. High atop the Empire State, you'll find a pair of blind eyes. Maybe the clue's about the binoculars on the observation platform.
Oh my.
Wow! Huh?
Careful!
Just because it's not Christmas anymore doesn't mean you have to stop being nice.
Empire State Building. Let's check the clue. High atop the Empire State, you'll find a pair of blind eyes.
What?
Maybe the clue's about the binoculars on the observation platform.
Menace!
Spiderman? Hard to believe Roxxon's closing their offices here.
Oh my. Modern Art Museum in Greenwich. I remember that place. Find the fossil hiding among the modern. Don't forget to look up.
5th grade field trip. Empire State Building. I shot it. Never agreed to wrangle a bus full of 10-year-olds, son. Took us 3 hours to get here, and when we did, who showed up? The webhead himself, battling Vulture. As soon as we stepped off the elevator, we had to turn right back around again and evacuate. Thing I remember most, though, you wanted to stay. Told me, Spider-Man needs our help, Dad. You're a born hero, Miles. Don't ever lose that fighting spirit. See you at the next clip.
Born hero. I think I learned to be a hero from watching Dad. I miss him. Especially now.
Great news. Roxxon's prototype labs in Manhattan are kaput. So are their reactors.
Finally! With the labs and Krieger gone, feels like Roxxon's butt has been firmly kicked.
I bet they'll be staying out of sight for a while.
Good. Because I don't want to drain any more reactors.
You said it, buddy. But I'm glad we were able to do this together.
Me too. Until our next adventure?
Which'll probably be 5 minutes from now, right? Deal.
Okay, here's the Modern Art Museum. Find the fossil hiding among the modern. Don't forget to look up. Hey, doesn't the museum keep a fossil on the balcony facing the river? Worth a look.
Babe, the new form's gone. You can't keep using it? Never mind.
Dude, you were mad cool!
I've been thinking about which Spider-Man is better. And? The verdict?
Watch it!
Hey, Chad! It's the bug! The new one!
You can't take all
Spider-Man saves the holidays.
I can't believe Spider-Man's here.
Happy to help. Okay, here's the Modern Art Museum. Find the fossil hiding among the modern. Don't forget to look up.
So the tattoo is...
Hey, doesn't the museum keep a fossil on the balcony facing the river? Worth a look. Next clue. Boom, looks like I'm going to CODB's. Where money is king, you'll find great tunes hanging among the lights.
Had to practically drag Finn to the Modern Art Museum the first time we came. What do we care about splotchy paintings? But the moment I knew, we had to show you kids that there were different ways of looking at the world. Sometimes radically different. When I saw you two in front of that psychedelic Angela Davis portrait, heads craned up and all, I knew you. All that orange and gold. Don't think you ever realized it both looked that way. But you could look that way. Like royalty. Proud of you making it this far. Let's see how you do with the next one.
Ben and I talked about that trip for months afterwards. Mom and Dad really knew how to inspire.
Hey, Miles. I'm catching up on, yikes, kind of a backlog after being away for a few weeks.
No rest for the Spider-Man?
Nope. Speaking of which, I'm not gonna be swinging behind you, constantly looking over your shoulder now that I'm back. I trust you. And I have some stuff I should take care of.
Like what? Can I help?
I need to find a job. Freelancing with the Bugle was great, but I'd like something steady.
Have you thought about teaching? You're pretty good at it.
Honestly, no. No. Maybe.
Alright, CODBs. Let's hunt. Hanging among the lights.
Another Christmas gone, another year without a boyfriend.
Maybe it's between the lights and that speaker.
Oh, crap. Late for work. I gotta go Spider.
Here we go. Lobster Bill's, Dad's favorite restaurant. Nestled beneath Stuyvesant lives a monster of a good meal.
Spent half my youth at CODB's with your uncle. Every musician we loved played at this cramped little stage. Aaron even got up there once himself. Didn't do half bad either. When he finally told me about his night job, this is where he took me, to soften the blow. But he poisoned the place for me. Never took you here because of it. I regret that. You'd love it, just like I did. So, how about this? Find a show you want to see. Anything, my treat. Come out here and your old man will show you how I used to bust a move. Next crew's all yours, Miles.
That was gonna bring me to a show. Man, need a minute after hearing that.
FYI, there's a helicopter out of control near you, according to the app.
Lobster bills. Holy ground for Dad. Nestled beneath Stuyvesant lives a monster of a good meal. Pretty sure I know which monster he means. Next clue must be on Bill the Lobster. Guy is pretty monstrous.
Watch it! Oh, scared the hell out of me.
Thanks for the distraction. Now,
Oh, here's the... I know this place. The art space on the Upper East Side. No letter enters this artsy castle without...
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh. Home away from home. Always reminded me of the Graham's kitchen down south. Took your mom here on our first date. Just about every date after that. Even once when she was pregnant. And she went into labor right before dessert. I blame the kitchen. She was less of a fan after that. But I'm not gonna lie, son. Some of those nights working late, I'm stopping in for some fried.
Mom totally knew he was stopping here. Let him have his secret. They were a good team.
It's all good. It's all good in the hood.
Hey y'all, it has been a good week for Harlem. Spider-Man stopped the Tinkerer, Rio Morales was elected to city council, Roxxon Plaza is closed for good, and Simon Krieger is in jail. Woo! Ha! Bonus, I passed my citizenship test with flying colors! Still love you, China. Gonna miss your candy. Okay, back to business. In an attempt to save face, Roxxon's board released all of Krieger's personal documents. Memos, emails, real fun stuff. While I'm combing through those docs and waiting to hear Triple J his crow on air, I'll be playing unreleased, pre-recorded casts. Fresh material coming in a few weeks, and in the meantime, remember to sing to your plants while you water them. Seriously, I love it. Okay, bye! See you soon!
Traveling as Spider-Man gotta be much easier than traveling in actual New York. Can you imagine you're sitting in like the highway or like sitting in traffic for like 30 minutes while all you gotta do is Spider-Man just flings around the city? Even the subway can take long too. Delays.
There's the art space. Okay.
No letter enters this artsy castle without stopping at the gate. CJ Walker Park. I know this place, up in Harlem. Beneath the hoop where you learn to fly, your journey comes to an end. Man, not ready for this to be over.
Middle school graduation. You and Finn joked it felt like a royal coronation when we saw the art space building. Your mom and I were so proud. Our son and our almost daughter.
I don't think I did this when I finished the game the first time.
You sad, both of you. Go to different high schools. But Miles, I'll tell you, friendships you make when you're young, the real ones, those last. You and Finn will find each other again. Maybe a few years down the line, maybe a few decades. One clue left. Bet you can't wait to get to the end.
Finn and I did find each other again. Just not the way Dad thought. This is it. CJ Walker Park. Beneath the hoop, where you learn to fly, your journey comes to an end.
Yo, check up. Oh yeah. Defense! I'm up. My ball. Check up! Oh, what a shot. Just realize they're doing the same shots over and over again. Watch. He's gonna go through the legs and like a three.
So here. This is where I done for the first time. Nice suit, man. Synergy, man.
Just doing all low. See the same move. Step back.
Non-stop. Oh, you should go on as a guest.
Beneath the hoop.
Look out! I like Bernie. This is the lucky man. So many memories. So many comforting. CJ Walker.
Dude, let me play.
Well, so you gotta take to the back. But I think it's really
Don't think I'll ever forget watching you and Finn trying to alley-oop to your mom. This place reminds me that as crazy as life gets, only one thing really matters. The people you love.
It's the same animation.
Genki, even your uncle. Keep the folks you care about close to your heart.
Through the legs.
Happy birthday, big man.
Three. It's the same animation. They just gave it to the NPC.
I was not ready for that.
Hey, Miles, what's up?
Hey, Mom. Just finished the scavenger hunt. Thank you so much for putting it together. For a little while, it was like he was back.
He never left me.
Look at the cat every time I do a West Wing or a web shot. Look, the cat's like, whoa!
I think I know that. Maybe.
Listeners, you all know that I pride myself on truth and integrity and facts. I've been tough on this new Spider-Man since the disaster on Braithwaite Bridge. For good reason. The kid screwed things up so bad, even the original model would have blushed redder than his costume. The classic one, not that ugly new thing. But today, I must also acknowledge that the city is rallying around this youngster and proclaiming him a hero. With an unstable energy source on the verge of wiping Harlem off the map, this Spider-Man reportedly stepped in to save things. Or at least that's what his supporters want us to think. The real truth is that none of this would happen if he hadn't donned his ridiculous suit and started swinging willy-nilly around the city, performing reckless acts of violence.
And that, folks, will conclude our Miles Morales live stream. Thank you very much.